Until recently in the industry, teams of technicians were putting themselves in dangerous situations to conduct bridge inspections. Now, by utilising UAS technologies, such as the Intel Falcon 8 Plus, this often risky job can be conducted autonomously by machines. Now, UAV technology can remove humans from harm's way and reduce the cost of heavy machinery to inspect the underside of bridges.
The client has requested that the Ted Smout Memorial Bridge is to be inspected using high-resolution photography to identify any defects to prevent further damage. If these problems were to be ignored, there is potential for catastrophic failure in the future. Operating in a public space with heavy traffic comes with regulations that require the UAV to adhere to certain restrictions. Namely, there is a weight restriction of 5 kilograms and a time limit for the mission of 8 hours, set by the local council. It is expected that the first 500 meters of the bridge will be inspected during this time, obtaining high-resolution 1mm per pixel images of the underside of the bridge.
The UAV is based on the Intel Falcon 8 Plus, which is an off-the-shelf surveying drone currently used extensively in construction and maintenance industry. The Falcon 8 Plus features 8 rotors providing stability and redundancy, critical for success as the mission takes place over water. The Falcon 8 Plus, paired with the high-resolution Sony Alpha 7R camera as its payload, is capable of satisfying the aforementioned requirements with ease.
The mission itself will involve the drone taking off from the ground control station in Decker Park, performing sweeps of the bridge whilst capturing images and relaying these to a small barge following alongside the bridge. The barge operates as a second ground control station and is responsible for battery swaps, saving the drone from returning to home each time battery requires replacing. At the end of the route, the drone will return to the barge one last time for recovery. At this stage, the barge will return to the GCS in Decker Park. The mission requires constant telemetry to and from Decker Park, the barge and the drone in order to monitor the status of the mission. Upon mission completion, the images are to be recovered from the drone and backed up.
Various tests will be carried out on the Intel Falcon 8 Plus to ensure they comply with regulations. These tests include testing the battery and flight time, ensuring the airframe is strong enough to withstand rough winds and weather, testing the autopilot and ground control systems, and finally testing the assimilation of the overall system.
Two main risks that the UAV could face are ground collision and mid-air collision, preventative barriers such as completing the mission during the day, pre-flight checks, system monitoring, waterway control and visibility modifications, as well as mitigating barriers such as operating over clear waterways, having geofencing and fireproof battery housing can reduce or nullify the effects of these risks. This is our proposal for the unmanned inspection of the Ted Smout Memorial Bridge.